sad day. In this day, my father died 1 year ago. I cannot do any rituality for the soul business, which believe most people so-called Shraddha. I cannot do any Shraddha because my health is not better. After fever and taking antibiotic, my digestive system have low. So my health becomes so weak. I have uploaded this video because in my opinion, work is the best way. And if you do any work with pure mind, then this will be puja. And I can do one work in better way. This is mathematics. Because I love mathematics. So I have dedicated this video for my father's soul business. My viewers will be helpful by this video. Then this is in my opinion, this is the Shraddha. Then my father's soul will be so proudful for her daughter achievement. In my earlier video, I talked about partial derivative of a multivariable function. And today, I will talk about differentiation of multivariable function. Okay? And I had seen partial derivative means slope in one direction. Just recall again. Consider this surface. We all of us know this surface is z equal to fxy, and this is positive y axis maybe, and this is positive x axis. Okay? And consider this point, and maybe this point would be AB in the xy plane. Now, if we consider positive x-axis, then this is the surface along this. We are working along this line, this surface. If we consider this positive x-axis, then slope in positive x direction would be this line. All of us know it. And the notation is fx means partial derivative with respect to x, which is also we can write as del f del x at the point AB. Now if we consider this positive y axis, then the surface would be along this. Okay? Slope of the tangent would be this line. Okay? Which is denoted as fy, partial derivative with respect to y. This is also we can write as del f del y at the point AB. Okay? This is the brief idea of partial derivative with respect to x and with respect to y. Okay? And this is the tangent plane, and the coordinate of this point would be A, B, B, f of AB. And since this is the tangent plane, so we always can to find the normal vector. And we all of us know the idea of normal vector. This is the cross product of two vectors which is parallel to the plane. Vector parallel to the plane, vector parallel to the plane in x direction always be 1, 0, f of x AB, and since here the plane in x direction, that means y is fixed, so the value of y is 0. Vector plane in y direction. Similarly, this is 0, 1, f of y ab, and since here x is a fixed, so the value of x is 0, then the normal vector would be n equal to cross product of these two vectors, which is equal to I, j, k. Here the first vector is 1, 0, f of x at the point ab, and other is 0, 1, f of y at the point ab, which is equal to I minus f of x ab minus j f of y ab plus k times 1. That means the normal vector n is equal to minus f of x at the point ab minus f of y at the point ab and 1. Okay, this is the normal vector. Now we have to find tangent plane. Which point? Tangent plane at the point a, b, f of ab. And we all of us know the equation of the tangent plane through the point x naught, y naught, z naught equal with normal vector a, b, c equal to, all of us know, a times x minus x naught plus b times y minus y naught plus c times z minus z naught. Okay, since here the point a, b and f of a, b, and the normal vector is minus f of x at the point a, b minus f of y at the point a, b and 1, then the equation of the tangent plane would be minus f of x at the point a, b x minus a plus minus f of y at the point a, b y minus b 1 times z minus c equal to 0. Okay, then the equation of the tangent plane would be, by simplifying, z equal to f of ab plus f of x at the point ab times x minus a plus f of y at the point ab times y minus b. And this is the equation of the tangent plane at the point AB f of AB through the normal vector is. Okay. Actually today's our goal is differentiability of multivariable calculus. But at first I will say one interesting question. Then I will talk about the differentiation of multivariable calculus. The question is fxy equal to x square y over x square plus y square for xy not equal to 0, 0. The option is option 1 del f del x and f is bounded, option 2 del f del x and f is unbounded, option 3 del f del x is unbounded and f is bounded, and option 4 is del f del x and f is unbounded. Let's verify all options. Here the given function is fxy equal to x square y over x square plus y square, where xy not equal to 0, 0, and here in the question have indicate f is bounded. We all of us know in calculus 1 a function f is said to be bounded when absolute value of fx less than equal to m, but here the problem. Here the function is two variable. If we can reduce it one variable function, then we can easily find the function is always bounded. Okay. So to reduce one variable function, at first put y equal to mx. Then it would be f of x comma mx, which is equal to x square times mx over x square plus m square x square, which is equal to mx over 1 plus m square, and this is, we can easily, this is always less than equal to mx over m square, and this is actually less than equal to x over m. And here notice, if we take x tends to infinity, then this value f of x comma mx would be tends to infinity. So this function cannot be bounded function. Okay. And now we have to show, is the partial derivative with respect to x is bounded. After putting the value y equal to mx, the function now become as a variable of x. Here the function is reduces f of x equal to mx over 1 plus m square. After the derivative f prime x equal to, the function would be m over 1 plus m square, which is always less than equal to m over 1 plus m square, and this is equal to actually 1 over m. And for different value of m, we have different bound. Okay, that means f prime x is a bounded function. Okay, but the given function is not bounded, and this is the interesting example. The given function is unbounded, but their partial derivative with respect to x is a bounded. So option 2 is a right option. Let's come back our the goal, differentiability of multivariable calculus. At first, just review the single variable calculus. This is the single variable function. F is differentiable. At first, consider the point A if there existed well-defined tangent at the point A. That means, here notice, this is the well-defined tangent. But we all of us know, at this corner, the function is not differentiable, because if you take the tangent line from the right side, then also take the tangent line from the left side, then this tangent line does not be well defined. So function does not differentiable if you consider this point C. The function does not differentiable at the point C. That means a function is differentiable when only there exists a well-defined tangent. Other notation is, if let limit x approaches a from right of the derivative is equal to always limit x approaches a minus a prime s. That means, at first, if you consider this point, notice this is one slope from the right side and this is other slope from the left side, and this limit always would be equal. Similarly, this is one slope from the right side and this is other slope from the left side, and also this limit also equal. Here notice, from the right side the tangent tends to plus infinity and from the left side the tangent tends to minus infinity. That means limit of this f from right side and left side, the limit cannot be equal at the point C. So function does not differentiable at the point C. Okay. And other notation is, if f is differentiable, consider the point A, then limit x goes to A, f of x minus tangent line at the point A over absolute value of x minus A equal to always would be 0. Okay. And this means here the y line minus tangent line, that means this distance would be shrinking close and close. That means it is shrinking faster and faster. So when the point x approaches to A, then the limit would be 0. Okay. Mathematically, when this limit is equal to 0, then we can tell at the point A the function fx is differentiable. In multivariable calculus, fxy is differentiable at the point AB if fxy minus tangent plane at the point AB over norm of xy minus AB. This would be, when this would be this limit xy tends to, here xy tends to AB, when this limit would be 0, then the function fxy would be differentiable at the point AB. If you consider the picture, consider this is as a surface. This is the surface. If we consider this tangent plane and consider this point be AB in the plane xy, then consider this is the arbitrary point xy, and when xy will be approaches to the point AB, then vertical distance of this black tangent line and y curve will be shrinking faster and faster. Then we will get a good tangent plane. Okay. And then this limit will be tends to 0. Then we can tell easily this function is differentiable at the point AB. Okay. Now let's verify fxy is differentiable at the point 2 minus 3, where fxy equal to 2x square minus 4. At first, we have to find the tangent plane of this function at the point 2 minus 3. And we all of us know the tangent plane of fxy at the point 2 minus 3 is f of 2 comma 3 plus partial derivative with respect to x at the point 2 comma, here the 2 comma minus 3 at the point 2 minus 3 times x minus 2 plus partial derivative with respect to y 2 comma minus 3 times y plus 3, and this is equal to 20. find the partial derivative with respect to x. F of x equal to 4x, and this value would be 8, and f of y equal to minus 4. Then this is equal to 8 times x minus 2 minus 4 times y plus 3, and by calculating this is equal to 20 plus 8x minus 16 minus 4y minus 12. Okay, consider this difference as a rxy, which is equal to fxy minus tangent plane at the point 2 minus 3, and this is equal to 2x square minus 4y plus, sorry, here minus 20 plus 8x minus 16 minus 4y minus 12, and this is equal to, after calculating, 2x square minus 8x plus 8, and if we remove 2, then this would be x square minus 4x plus 4, which is equal to 2 times x minus 2 whole square. Okay, and by the definition of the differentiation, we have to find this limit always will be 0, and this is equal to limit xy tends to 2 minus 3, and the value of rxy equal to, I have got 2 times x minus 2 whole square, and this value of the norm always equal to, all of us know, x minus 2 whole square root of plus y plus 3 whole square, and we have to find this limit always tends to 0, and we can write this is always less than equal to limit xy tends to 2 minus 3, 2 times x minus 2 whole square root of x minus 2 whole square, and this is equal to limit xy tends to 2 comma minus 3, 2 times square root of x minus 2 whole square. Okay, and by the putting value, this is always equal to 0. That means our proof has done. This value of limit since equal to 0, then we can tell is the given function at the point 2 minus 3 is differentiable.